Hello students, hope you all are doing great. I think your 9th exams are done, right? Few of you might be satisfied with your exam, few of you might not be satisfied with the exam, but that is not at all a problem. We are here to help you out for your 10th CBSE program, and this is our foundation faculty. So if you look into here, we have come here with the 10th CBSE Roadmap 2026, which starts from April 1st, 2025 in Narayanguda, Hyderabad. So to make your 10th preparation strategy easy, we have come up with 5 phases, wherein the roadmap includes 5 phases. First phase, you have to analyze the syllabus more clearly first.
Ma'am, how to analyze the syllabus for each subject?
Yes, for that you have to know the high weightage chapters for each subject, and then you have to download the PYQs which are provided in our Neet World app. So what are you waiting for? Go to Play Store and download our Neet World app, and you can get the access of all the PYQs, where there you can analyze the high weightage chapters for each subject. And here in phase 2, concept clarity and NCERT mastery have to be done for sure.
How to solve the concept clarity and NCERT mastery?
Yes, NCERT, of course, it is the foremost guide to practice or to understand anything. For that, concept clarity is required. How you can gain concept clarity is, first, don't go for memorizing facts which are given in your NCERT. You should go for a skim through NCERT pre-reading, and then second reading you have to understand the concept through our lectures or lessons which are there in our YouTube under the foundation 10th CBSE, and you can also access it in our app, that is Neet World. Later, gain the clarity over the concepts by solving NCERT exemplar or exercises. Third phase includes practice and revision, where
How to practice and do revise of each chapter?
yes, practice and revision plays most crucial role wherein practice from NCERT exemplar is must and should. Then you have to, ma'am please move, then you have to practice chapter wise previous year questions for sure, and then solve competency based questions and case studies, which are most important. Separate competency based questions and case studies sessions are also taken under our channel, YouTube channel, for foundation classes. Next, practice using reference books for each subject. Now in the further phases we will explain what are the reference books you have to follow. And revise every week. Each week revision is must and should, and here in our institute every week the revision is done, exam is done, and one-on-one student doubt solving is provided.
Yes.
Then do this after each week. Every week revision, practice and doubt session will be provided from our institute. So yes, I request sir and ma'am to give a detailed analysis on phase 4 and phase 5 for your preparation.
Hello students, I hope you are doing well. So now let us see, ma'am has explained phase 1 to phase 3. Now let us see what is phase 4, friends. So phase 4, that is what? Intensive revision and practicing sample papers.
How to revise and practice sample papers, sir?
Yeah, very good question. How to revise and practice sample papers. So first thing, you have to solve sample papers, right? But before that, what you should do? First you should solve previous at least 10 years CBSE sample papers. Where you will get this? You will get it in cbse.nic.in website. So only after having solved PYQs, solve the sample papers. Solve sample papers, you will get it in your school. It is downloadable in our Neet World app also. You can also get it in the website also. Next, to improve accuracy and speed. What you will do? You have to write a timed revision. What you have to do? Timed revision. Timed revision, how you have to do? Revision is the mother of learning, right? But how to do revision? You can revise through time yourself while solving question papers. Revision is through what? Revision is by writing the tests, right? Next thing, based on the performance in the test, what you do is revise important formula, concepts and diagrams. Suppose you write a test, you do some mistakes, okay, you have to revise that immediately after the test. That is, analyzing the test is very important. Not get demotivated or get happy after seeing the test marks. If you are scoring well, you have to see for the mistakes. Based on the mistakes, you have to revise the important formula, concepts and diagrams like biology, which madam will be very well explaining, because Madam is very well versed in biology. Next, focus on common mistakes and weak areas and seek help if needed from teachers and peers. So what do you mean by this? So when we repeatedly do the same mistake again and again, and some areas we will not be strong, right? Every area we cannot be strong. That time you should seek help from your teachers in the school or your peers. Peers can be classmates or your friends or even your parents. Or you can reach out to us through our Neet World channel, or you can download our MedWorld app. Next slide now. Next, this is, I would call this as most important phase. Suppose you have done up to phase 1 to phase 4, which phase 1 to phase 3, which our madam explained like that. This phase 5. So we have to revise daily and give full length exams. So to revise daily and give full length exams every fortnight, that is every 15 days. So why we have to do that? So I think by this phase you would have completed the syllabus, you would have done revision, your pre-boards would have started, and also many other exams in the school would have also been started. That time you also start giving exam by yourself. Every fortnight at least you will be giving exam at your home, or you will be giving exam in your school, or in our institute also will be conducting the exams. So you give exam, full length exams, that is complete 80 marks exam. If it is science, maths, like that, you have to give complete exam for each subject. Based on that, correct your mistakes and look for improvement. Okay, suppose you are doing some mistakes, you have to see how to improve. Okay, how to correct that mistakes and how to improve. Got it, friends? Got it, students? I am talking to parents also. This is a very important phase. Okay, don't allow your students or your children to skip the exams. Giving the exams is most important. Okay, the revision is the mother of learning, we call it. Okay, to revise to giving by exams is the most important thing. Got it, friends? Next thing, subject wise strategy. In subject wise strategy, we are going to deeply delve into each of the subjects. That is, in our foundation, we are going to what we will do? We are going to deal in depth about each of the subjects, mainly mathematics and science. Okay, when it comes to mathematics, we have.
Sir, mathematics is the most challenging subject for all the students, right?
Yes,
so please explain us on how to master the subject mathematics.
Yes, ma'am. Very interesting question and also very important question which you asked. So most of the people, when it comes to CBSE, what they think is mathematics is very tough. Okay, but I understand it is tough, but it is perceived as tough, but it is not actually tough. But if you prepare in a systematic manner, what do you mean by systematic manner? It becomes easy. What do you mean by systematic manner? Systematic manner means, first of all, you have to focus on the NCERT. Okay, first of all, you have to focus on the NCERT. NCERT means which is given in your schools. Okay, so these NCERTs will be a guiding light for you. You have to focus on the NCERT, and in NCERT you have to solve exercise questions first. When it comes to mathematics, after each chapter you are having exercise questions. Not just exercise questions, you have to solve even solved questions, example questions also. Directly they have been picked because CBSE, the exam paper setter, they also know that exercise questions they solve, but students solve, but they are ignoring example questions. So definitely you have to solve even example questions. So exercise questions and example questions multiple times. Next, after that, you have to even solve exemplar questions followed by PYQs. Exemplar means what? This is nothing but NCERT exemplar. Okay, which is provided in your school. If not provided, you can download in the website, but it is definitely provided in our institute. You can get it. Okay, so solve the exemplar questions. After having done what we did, we solved the NCERTs. Next we did exemplar questions. Then you have to solve the PYQs. So is it enough? No. Why? Because in CBSE we know that at least 30 to 40% we are getting applied questions. So we need to practice more number of questions. So how do we do that? So we go for reference books. Okay, and the most famous reference books and most favorite of all is R.D. Sharma. Okay, R.D. Sharma, or you can go for R.S. Agarwal, or you can go for Oswald publication or Educard. In the recent years, this is also very famous. This is also a wonderful book. Educard or R.D. Sharma, anything. You can go for either of these, but we don't suggest you to go for all the books. Take one of it and revise it multiple times. And make separate notes for each chapter. Okay, separate notes means what? Already notes will be done in the school. Notes means you have to make self-made notes. That is based on the topics which you are finding it difficult. Okay, to remember that. Okay, suppose tomorrow I am having maths exam. So before that, one day night I have to study. I have revised. That time I should have a handy notes. That should be done from the beginning itself. Make separate notes for each chapter. That is, it should have formulas and important concepts with PYQs. With PYQs means based on the PYQs, you should have notes of important concepts. Got it, friends? Next, our very important and also very lovely subject, that is science, will be explained by Vasavi ma'am and also Narayani ma'am. Thank you.
Hello students. So whenever it comes to the subject science, please always keep focusing on the NCERT concepts line to by line, so that you are going to be perfect to attempt each and every question.
Vasavi, can you explain how to read NCERT?
Yes, we have to follow the strategy WWWH.
Can you explain the strategy of what is WWH?
Yes, simple. It means WWWH in the sense what, where, why and how. Suppose children, if we take the chapter photosynthesis, we are going to solve the concept like what is photosynthesis, why it is important, where the photosynthesis is going to occur and how photosynthesis process will occur.
And children, don't forget to make formulas for the physics and diagram based questions for biology, and also make important chemistry, and make reactions, make a note of it, and make mind maps for all the subjects. And children, be practice with formulas and do the numerous numerical derivation questions, and don't forget to practice exemplar questions.
Yes. So children, when it comes to previous year questions, we need to focus mainly on the reference books like S. Oswald, S. Chan and Educate. So Educard. So these are the books which are going to give the clear information in a concept wise.
So, yeah, so friends, our faculty and ma'am has explained in detail about each and every phase, and also when it comes to mathematics, I have explained in detail how to prepare, and our faculty will also explain about coming to science. So, all these things, how to do it? We told how to prepare, but how to do it? How are we unique? How are we different? That means why you should join our foundation classes. Okay, ma'am, can you please explain?
Yes, sir. In our foundation classes, we provide all the features in highly systematic manner. Like, highly experienced faculty are there to do one-on-one student interaction, one-on-one student mentorship and doubt solving as well. Yes, complete hand holding to each student. Complete handmade notes or handcrafts are given to each student, where they can easily refer that instead of referring all the multiple books. We are only providing them the handmade notes. Next, focus on the preparing students for competitive exams like NEET and JEE. If they are aspiring for NEET and JEE examination, in our foundation program itself, we are providing them the basis and the foundation for the NEET and JEE subject level. Next, highly competitive environment coupled with holistic counseling for each student to ensure their mental well-being. Here in our institute, the foremost importance is taken not to demotivate any student or not to overexpress any student. Here, each and every student is treated equally, and stress-free education is given. Stress-free education is our motto, wherein each student is taken care with their mental health. And each and every faculty is approachable to the student. Objective-based preparation is done from the foundation itself. Next.
Yes. So, like ma'am said, we are preparing even for competitive exams for like NEET and JEE. So, you must be thinking how we are preparing for such exams from 10th itself. See, students, suppose in the mathematics first chapter what we have real numbers. In our class, we will be dealing real numbers for the CBSE exam. Fine. But after that, we will be providing foundation material. Based on that, we will be solving numerous MCQs, which will be helpful definitely for your CBSE exams. But mainly in school level, we will be solving subjective questions. But you will not be having that objective bent of mind where you have to solve multiple choice questions. That we will be dealing it from now itself. So that will help you to understand how the questions are coming in the multiple answer format and how you can tackle these questions, so that you will be very well versed when it comes to preparing for NEET and JEE in the intermediate and clearing the exam with good rank and go to your dream colleges. Fine. Then we are also providing regular answer writing and tests and quizzes. Why we should write regular answer, ma'am? Can you explain?
Regular answering is very much required to understand them and to make them habituated to the answer writing pattern, which is very important. And we are also conducting quiz right, sir, which will generate the interest in the students, where they can understand and analyze each subject, each concept in a more detailed way with more interest and more enthusiasm. That is the reason we are conducting quiz in each weekend, that is Saturday.
Yeah, and along with that, most importantly, we are providing our own material, well-crafted study material covering all the necessary reference books. For example, our faculty is told when it comes to science, they have to refer S. Chan, Oswald, Educard. Similarly, I told R.D. Sharma and other books for mathematics. So, is it humanly possible for each student to refer each of these books? No. So, what we will be doing is in our foundation classes, our faculty will refer all these foundation books themselves based on the PYQs pattern, and they will collate and collaborate all those materials and provide you in a single material. So that will save your time, but also you will be able to cover all the important concepts.
Yes.
So that is the unique feature of our material.
Yes. In one shot, we are going to cover all the reference books. Now, aid to technology via digital panel to support visual learning of so-called tough concepts. And we are also providing 3D models to understand physiology, both plant and animal physiology in a better way. Mathematics and chemistry also, right sir?
Yeah, we are providing animations to understand what is actually happening, what is the real life application. For example, trigonometry, which is a new concept we will be studying in class 10. But you will understand what is trigonometry, not just in textbook sense, but you will understand what is the real life application, why you are using trigonometry, why you should study trigonometry. Okay, throughout your life, if you study mathematics, trigonometry will be there with you. But that is why it is very important to understand why you are studying something. So that is what ma'am explained. That is WWWH strategy. Okay.
To analyze and understand each concept, why, where, what, and how. With these questions, you can analyze and understand each concept in a better way. So if you look into our logo, if you look into, that is Neet World to join for foundation, we are promisingly providing you full year study plan, then best strategy for high success, time management tips are provided, avoid these common mistakes. Which common mistakes normally students will do, that will be avoided for sure with the regular and consistent practice. So welcome you all students for this joyful learning with this team. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.